Rise and shine, you guys. It is Monday, September the 29th. Let's see where we are. Planetary hour was. Planetary hour of Saturn. Saturn's currently right now retrograding in Pisces. We are at 1 degree and 21 minutes of the moon in Capricorn. Let's look at the Sabian symbol for the second degree of Cap. 3 stained glass windows, 1 damaged by bombardment. Alright, it says the threat of destruction. Beauty is one of the first casualties of war, experiencing destruction and entropy with awareness. It says what could possibly justify war as a helpful factor in the evolution of our species. There are those who would suggest that it motivates us to achieve greater and greater mastery of the material plane of existence through technology and management of land, use, and commerce, which are essential to fund the military. Creating artworks in order to manifest beauty and enacting war in order to manifest power are not activities that could be easily reconciled. Creativity and destruction are normally polar opposites, yet we learn that the community we belong to is as much defined by its attitude to war as it is by beautiful old churches. We live constantly within a cycle of creation and destruction, and we need to come to terms with that. So 3 rose-colored windows in a Gothic church, 1 is damaged by war. Alright, so commemoration is the word? Yes. Commemoration creates our sense of belonging and is a binding force of our community. Alright, this is getting into like, it feels like politics. Okay, welcome in, Angel 101. Alright, let's see. So in transit, I don't think there's much going on as it was yesterday. Alright, we had a few squares. We've seen the moon in Sag square over to Saturn. Now that the moon is in Capricorn, we're going to see it square over to Neptune in the sign of Aries. Alright, so what time is it now? 8:41. The last transit that took place, or the next one that's going to take place, is at 8:44, and that's going to be the moon at a semi-sextile over to Pluto in Aquarius. Alright, let's see. We have a sextile to Mars in Scorpio today. We see the quintile to the North Node Pisces, a square to the Sun in Libra, and then a biquintile to Uranus and Gemini in retrograde. And we also have the first quarter moon taking place in Capricorn today at 7:55 p.m. Okay. Let's get into this reading. I was told to pull a chakra. Angel number 611 could be of significance. Mars in Aquarius down at the bottom of the deck with rebellion. Again, something feels like politics today, and this is what I'm seeing. So you might feel like you want to express discontent with authority. Be careful that you're not in your ego today. Utilize your resources properly. It could be more so what you do in the home environment. And I'm also seeing Venus in Libra. You could be indecisive about a lover today as well. Regarding work, I see Jupiter in Virgo, Jupiter in the sign of Aries, and Mercury in Aries. So if anything has to do with higher knowledge and communication, that could be of significance. There could be things in pertaining to health and where you need to be patient. If you're starting up a business, you might actually be moving a lot faster than what you realize because of how much knowledge you have about this enterprise. Okay. Okay, relationships is here. So there seems to be intimacy, freedom, acceptance, trust on the table. So there's many different things that I'm seeing here overall. In connection to home, relationships, work, career. Again, expressing discontent with authority figures that seem to be in their ego, that kind of thing. Alright. But the sacral chakra is coming out with relationships. Let's see what else. The base chakra is here. Alright, so from the base to the sacral, we see that the heavy focus could be starting a foundation on who you choose to move forward with in a relationship. And then it looks like back to the base chakra with family. So there's a sense of belonging with your community, your culture, your tribe. This could be your family. This could be about your career. All right. Maybe you're building that specific relationship and where it doesn't necessarily have to be sexually, but intimately it feels closer to you. And then I see the third chakra here. So imagination, focus, experience, manifestation with visualization at the bottom of the deck. All right. What deck do I want to use today? Let's do. I have a doctor's appointment this morning, you guys, so this is going to be a very short energy check-in, but we're going to get right into it. Let's see. Split the deck, Eight of Pentacles. This is all about work or health. All right, remaining in equilibrium. Let's see. You're going to get some sort of wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups. Emotionally happy. Something in regards to what you do for work. Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. King of Cups is here. That's giving me Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. North Node Pisces is having the quintile energy today. And then Saturn and Pisces is where we saw the square over with the Moon and Sag early this morning. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I feel like there's communication coming in regards to like someone with a position of authority. The Hierophant, yeah. Has something to do with like, I don't know if you have some sort of teaching skills. Again, you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge about something. This is something that you seem to do restlessly. It kind of feels like you're getting communication coming in about it. Could be a Taurus in your energy, a Virgo or Capricorn. So heavy on this base chakra thing. Whatever this relationship is, it's leading you to, yeah, this is something that technically you have many different options with. Seven of Cups. All right, this is something that's helping you build a foundation here. And it looks like your relationships in your family. All right, it must seem to be important. It's been coming through for the past 3 readings. All right, the energy of the Sun is here. That's interesting because I was looking at these two cards together and I saw the number 19. And I thought about the Sun. So angel number 192 could also be significance, and 611. Show me the Sun. The Queen of Swords. All right, so the spotlight may be on what you seem to know so far. Queen of Swords is like very concentrated, all right, very knowledgeable. Has to be where you speak truth. You gain perspective about a lot of things. You, again, are very smart. Eight of Cups, Five of Cups. This is like a soulmate connection that's coming through. All right, maybe it seems that you have emotionally withdrawn from this person. There seems to be some sort of sorrow and connection with this specific relationship, and it seems to be held back still. All right, so this could be a Sun in Gemini, Libra, and or an Aquarius person. And then there seems to be the regards to the wish fulfillment of wanting to work it out with this King of Cups. Is that what this family member wants? Because the King of Cups is giving Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces masculine energy. But it looks like the news that you're getting about work or about career, or whoever this is bringing this in, has to do with Hierophant. What you do pertaining to the knowledge that you have. And then you having like many different options. So it looks like if you express discontent with authority and you stood in your egotistical type of energy, which we're out of that today, obviously, there seems to be something that's resourcefulness in what you do in the home environment or with your family, where there seems to be an indecision whether you want to move forward with these specific relationships or not. And the Nine of Wands, it still looks like there's boundaries up here. Page of Swords. All right, because of what was said. Yeah, exactly, because of what was said. All right, so I'm seeing the Page of Swords to the King of Swords. It's kind of feeling like if someone was being immature, it's like try to be rational here is what I'm hearing it. Try to be rational. The World card, like try to come to terms with ending a situation regarding hurt, separation, and or loss. Three of Swords, and moving into trying to manifest something for the better with your family and or friends. All right, with Magician and the Three of Cups. The Devil, there's a sense of attachment to Oh, I see. There seems to be a control and or a hold over something regarding um, an inheritance, possibly over the family, in regards to who is your lover, a Gemini, and or because of the decisions that you're making. High Priestess. So there seems to be an attachment, all right, or the egotistical energy is coming out of this inheritance that has a hold over the entire family. So I guess you're the missing piece of something. In order for you to build a firm foundation with your family or specific relationships, and however you're supposed to be moving forward and what you love to do for your career with great health and being able to collaborate all together, there's many different options, and whether you want to choose to teach, all right, or there's a lesson that you needed to learn overall in regards to this, whoever this Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius feminine energy is. It's coming through with them want to express love. Two of Cups, it kind of gives this energy of soulmate, walking away from that person, dealing with sorrow, feeling more so held back with the Hangman, and then having a boundary up. But trying to end this and manifest something that seems to be rewarding in the near future is to release whatever the energy of the attachment is. All right, and it looks like your decision to become the High Priestess is where everyone's kind of like having a hold over whatever this inheritance is. The Emperor. It's about you starting up your enterprise, your business. See what I'm saying? So this is like you at the top of the chain of your family dynamic and how everybody else seems to get paid or something like this. Justice. Yeah. It kind of feels like if you're going to court for something, you would have to bring everybody else along with you. If it's been like, if you have any connections to these people. Queen of Cups, especially, I'm seeing a mother figure here and how judgment is taking place with this King of Pentacles. So I would imagine the King of Pentacles is going to be the person that's seen, that's like the hierarchy of the family that has, you know, is supposed to protect, provide, you know what I mean? Or this could be, if this is you starting up some sort of business, you wouldn't be able to do this until you reconcile with the past, something like that. Eight of Swords kind of leaves you feeling like trapped in fear because of what you've experienced. Five of Wands, all the challenges. All right, but your new beginnings end up coming in once there seems to be some sort of tower. Did they try to take you down? Yes. There was something going on in your life and where you were going through like a specific major transformation. Heavy Scorpio energy here. All right, and it looks like you ended up heading in the other direction with the King of Wands, with you understanding or having lots of knowledge about something and being seen as the leader here. All right, so again, there could have been some sense of immaturity, or you stepped into a phase of understanding intellectually what needed to be learned here at a faster pace, and that actually brought you in a Wheel of Fortune energy. Nine of Pentacles, for you to move forward and do something independently and reap your own rewards. I don't think you need to have your family attached to what you've got going on. All right, but it looks like they're trying to come along with this. I was getting this energy. It seems to just have some sort of manipulation and or control around your energy. Seven of Swords, because of the deception that was done, and then how you're going to be positively moving forward. I would imagine just away from something that brings you a sense of stress. So you have the option. You could make the decision to step away and move forward. But I would imagine Spirit is trying to see, like, one more time, are you really moving forward without your family or without these specific intimate relationships? I don't think you really kind of have an option to do so, but I'm going to be honest. This is so weird because it kind of sucks, you know what I mean? To have to say you got to walk away from people that you care for, but they made your pathway that much harder. It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been. Let's see. So under the visualization card, what I saw was the crown chakra. Yeah. Crown chakra, and then we saw action. So how you're going to be moving forward with your upper chakras. Again, if you clearly saw something or you are understanding of something, then that's where the changes take place here. So it's kind of like your base chakra, family relationships and all that has to have a lot to do with where you are right now or how you got there. Something like this. Now I see Jupiter and Gemini. So you could be putting on some sort of performance or kind of like, you know, socializing with people and impressing them with the knowledge that you have. Yeah, it has to do with your like intuition. All right, and I see there's others that possibly want to know more. So you would have to like end up teaching them because they have learning difficulties, and this would be you doing something out of generosity, doing it for a good cause. All right, so let's just say that you come from a family that are highly intuitive, and the way that you've studied something, or the way that you understand something, or the way that you see something through your intuition, you've learned it maybe like in an innovative way, and these other people would have difficulties learning whatever this is. So you would be the one that are like teaching it. Okay, Saturn and Leo, especially if it's like children, something like that. See what I'm saying? It feels like you're doing something in an innovative way, and how you're learning something, and it's at a like it's effective because it's coming through like in a rapid way. Yeah, Mercury and Gemini. All right, so again, it has a lot to do with like communication, what you do for work, what seems to be your hobby, how you feel in a sense of comfort with whatever this is, and how you're going to be birthing something new. All right, and where others may have had a difficult time making a decision on when something needs to be done, like right there and then, you would be like someone that is very calculated. Okay, this is the move that we're gonna make. Boom, boom, boom. Someone else would be like, that type of thing. All right. So again, there's something about decisions and choices that you have to make. Appreciation of appreciation of what you've discovered is what's coming through. But that seems to be causing some sort of quarrel with those that you're closest to, and how things have been manipulated in between the family. All right, or in between one's emotional state, because this is Scorpio's energy, deep emotional feelings. This would be like, oh, well, they're like fighting up against you because of how you pried out someone's secrets, without even involving yourself with these people. I say these people, but apparently these are like your friends, your family, those that are closest to you. You kind of know that there's been, some sort of manipulation going on around your energy, or it's been really pissing somebody off, where it's causing a quarrel in the home environment. All right. It's just been, look, a lot of drama. All right. Lots of drama, manipulation, quarrels. But it's only because of how you learn something, how you're impressing people by what you know, how your intuition is heightened, how you're supposed to be teaching it, remaining patient with those that have learning difficulties. All right, and it kind of feels like this is like something exciting that you can birth something new with. Maybe you're like socializing, or you have a media platform, something like this, right? And then it looks like, okay, well, you have to make quick choices or quick decisions. And then it feels like, all right, well, we want to appreciate what you've discovered, but why is there all this drama, right? Let's see. So it looks like you have a lot of endurance here. Let's just see the energy of Jupiter in Gemini with the bluff card. This would be like you impressing people with your knowledge. The King of Pentacles. This is actually what's going to bring in an opportunity for you, as I'm hearing it. Five of Cups. All right, there seems to be that Mars and Scorpio energy. You're going to utilize this specific skill that you have, this King of Pentacle energy, what the opportunity is, to have some sort of phenomenal achievement. And maybe it's the way that you impress people with your knowledge. Show me intuition. So there's a sextile today with this moon in Capricorn over to Mars and Scorpio. That's going to look like this. Okay. This is about like you having a leadership position. Show me intuition. Queen of Wands. I feel like you feel confident in what your intuition is telling you. Seven of Pentacles. If you feel that there's some some sort of large financial commitment on the table here, or if you feel that others are like scheming up against you, all right, you're going to kind of like listen to that instinct. All right, Seven of Cups. It kind of feels like someone's trying to keep something secret from you, or if someone's trying to like put you in some sort of illusion, or this is how someone feels about you. You're confident about it, but others feel like you're scheming up against them. The King of Cups is here, and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Somebody feels like you're only doing this in the favor of a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or in order for you to get like a one-up emotionally on them. Now, let's be clear. We're looking at Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's no Jupiter placements happening today for Cancer. There's specifically the sextile over to Mars in Scorpio, but then we also have that quintile energy to the North Node in Pisces. So technically, yes, this would be in your favor, okay? Because you have knowledge about it already. Jupiter in Virgo, okay? You have knowledge about the workplace, or you're very patient and, you know, giving whoever this knowledge that could be beneficial for them. And that's causing the quarrel. All right, the Five of Wands. Someone's like, I don't want to learn what you have to tell me. That's what I'm getting, you guys. I don't know. Eight of Pentacles. This brings quarrel in the workplace. I want to learn how I want to learn. And you're like, well, I have a more innovative way of teaching you how to tap into your intuition. And you're just like, nope. You're dealing with the nope. That's what it's giving me. All right, so it's bringing conflict into what you do for work. Okay, show me generosity. This is you doing something at a good cause. I just saw the High Priestess. That was way too many cards. All right, so the Empress is here. All right, let's see. Why is the Empress here? I mean, we are in Libra season, 10 of Cups. So whatever it is that you're putting your heart into, or whatever keeps you emotionally balanced, it's due to however you've gotten creative with whatever you're doing here. All right, so it kind of looks like to me where if you're doing something for a good cause and you're doing something out of generosity, right, you're doing it because you love what you do, or because you love teaching others. Okay, show me this innovation. Knight of Wands. It feels effective. I'm telling you, like something feels like you're excited about it. You want to tell the whole world about it. Mercury and Gemini, right? It seems to be just a faster moving energy, and where everyone can more so catch on to what's happening here. All right, show me this excitement. The Star. Maybe this puts you in having a sense of like the spotlight for whatever reason, right? Show me this birth with the Venus in Cancer. By the way, this is like your Two of Cups energy. Justice. So let's just say there's a mother figure, right? Because this would be like a soulmate connection or whatever, that's trying to come in and say, well, I had all to do with you learning the way that you learned something. But in detail, you've spent a lot of time learning what you've been learning here. All right. There's something about air energy and how communication is going to start picking up quickly. And maybe it has a lot to do with the choices and or the decisions that you're making moving forward here with specific relationships. So Knight of Wands, the Star, and Justice, it kind of gives me this fast-moving energy of how you learn something, what brings a sense of excitement to you if you're stepping into the Star's energy. I have all this wisdom and this knowledge that I want to pour out to the universe, and I want to birth this new. All right, so it kind of brings some sort of justice or balance into your connection, but this is about the choices that you're making here, moving forward, or the decision that you're making. So somebody is forcing you to make a quick decision or something, or it's causing a sense of heated argument because it seems to come with manipulation, quarrels, and drama. Show me the choice in or decision. Judgment. See what I'm saying? It's like, how are you going to be ascending here? Are you awakened here? Do you know the truth here? Maybe it calls for some sort of reconciliation, which that's what Spirit is saying here. Knight of Cups and Five of Pentacles. All right, or you're calling judgment on, why am I putting in all this work and there's nothing in return? Five of Pentacles. Okay. Show me the manipulation. So there could be some sort of quarrel taking place here with family and or friends. All right, Three of Cups, and how you've obtained this intuitive information and you're giving it to everybody, but it's causing you the most drama. That's what it looks like. That's what exactly what it is. The Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Fool card. So it's like something requires change, Six of Cups, or there was something about you that changed from the past that they have a problem accepting. That now you're highly intuitive, Hierophant, you're a teacher, and or the Fool card, you've gone down a different pathway here. So it's like you need to feel this sense of appreciation because of what you've discovered. I'm seeing fire energy here at this point. So solar plexus says this is the direction I'm going in, and there seems to be no support there. Because it looks like Sun and Scorpio, you're going through your transformation and you're going at it alone. Seven of Swords, because of all the jealousy, the envy, the deception, whatever's taking place in connection to what you've got going on over here. Why is there manipulation? The Queen of Cups. Someone's trying to manipulate what it is that your intuition is telling you by causing some sort of mental conflict or discord or creating a rumor, or again, it kind of feels like it then delays something for you financially or gets you to feel that you're not as confident in your skill as you should be. All right, so the manipulation was to cause a quarrel, to create drama so that you don't tap into your intuition, so that you're not seen as a teacher, so that you're not stepping into your brand new beginning. This could be all out of jealousy or envy because you found something or discovered something intuitively and in an innovative way where others feel like, well, how did you know that I was coming up against you? You're not supposed to know that because your family, quote unquote, already have gone through this process. Okay, let's just say. So then it calls judgment on them, all right, because of how they've made it more difficult for you on your pathway. It's so stupid. All right, they're not supportive at all. They would rather cause you a quarrel. All right, so show me the quarrel view. Ten of Swords. It's like a betrayal. Okay, it's like a betrayal. Seven of Wands. It's and a need for you to protect and or defend yourself here. All right, show me drama. Show me drama. Six of Swords. So this kind of pushes you in the direction of you wanting to move on and transition and get away and move into calmer times. Why would you ever want to accept someone's apology that has pushed you into feeling like you don't even want to be around these people? So then you would move forward doing something independently. Okay. Let's see. Rise and shine, Brenda. Tiff, welcome in. Yeah, that's what it feels like. All right, Two of Wands. You're going down this pathway here. You're receiving some sort of news. All right, you've been seen as like the wounded warrior out here, the High Priestess, and it looks like the King of Cups with the Four of Wands. You get some sort of firm foundation, or you get to have some sort of achievement here with King of Cups. I would imagine like the whole Saturn, it kind of gives me like the father figure in a home environment or something like that. That's where you feel like you have more structure. The King of Cups and the Four of Wands. I don't know if you're supposed to be in connection or in marriage or living with in a home this King of Cups. Or this is why something completely started. Strength and the Chariot. So that would be like your best direction to head in. It's what it's saying. Seven of Cups. But there seems to be some sort of secret and why someone held back on resources or in regards to having a child with this person. I don't know. See what I'm saying? There seems to be some sort of delay. Welcome in, you guys. There seems to be some sort of delay here. Alright. And why something ended with this Emperor and having the opportunity to come back around. Now, I don't know if this kind of pushing me towards like career. So if you're separating from someone that more so should have been part of like your home environment and you remaining in commitment and marriage with this King of Cups energy, and that person was hiding something from you or keeping a secret from you, it looks like the direction that you're now heading in, even but slowly but surely moving forward, is towards an Emperor. All right, someone that's a lot more mature, someone that is going to guide you and or, you know, give you a sense of protection in your energy. And it kind of feels like you're heading into this new direction of you stepping into your power and being seen as the Queen of Pentacles. And now everybody wants to come along with, is what it feels like. All right. Weird. So if this is an opportunity for you to end a cycle and become your own boss, and you've been slowly but surely getting there, and now you're seen as the Queen of Pentacles with a child moving forward, and something that you quote unquote birthed new, that Venus and Cancer energy, now everybody wants to come along. Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and it's because you're finally able to move forward independently without the support or the need of other people. This is finally you reaping the rewards of your labor. All right, the amount of generosity that you put out and how much you've had to endure. All right, dealing with the transformation of all of this manipulation, quarrels, and all of this drama. All right, that's been going on. That's what it looks like. Ten of Wands. It's been a burden. It's been a tough road. It's kind of what it's giving me. Four of Swords. Now it's time for you to kind of like rest and rejuvenate. Focus on receiving, you know, a sense of equal give and take here finally. You rejecting those that no longer serve you emotionally. Yeah, and kind of like walking away. And then becoming balanced again, or having a sense of patience where you can go teach those that have learning difficulties that would actually appreciate what you've discovered. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Let's get one more card and I gotta go, you guys. Alright, so I'm seeing the Tower. This possibly was something completely unexpected in the way that you let's just say have transformed your life around, or how some sort of unexpected change in the way that you now understand something, that and why a foundation has been disrupted in order for you to be rebuilding, because it has to do with you surrounding yourselves by those that you actually feel like belong. Okay, those relationships or those that you actually can trust is what it feels like. All right, I'll get one tea leaf card before we go. Awesome. Great energy. So you're in this energy of happiness and well-being.